For many Americans, the Marley name still echoes with music, rebellion, and cultural revolution. But Rohan Marley represents a different chapter of that legacy, one written far from concert stages and much closer to boardrooms, family kitchens, and long-term thinking. In Miami, Rohan has built a life defined not by fame, but by structure, discipline, and purpose. This story isn't about inheriting greatness, it's about earning independence from it. And to understand how he got here, we have to start with the career choices that set him apart. Born on May 19, 1972, in Kingston, Jamaica, Rohan Marley entered the world carrying a name already etched into history. His father was Bob Marley. His mother, Janet Hunt, was just 16 at the time. Fame surrounded him early, but stability did not. By the age of 4, Rohan lived intermittently with his mother, and when Bob Marley passed away in 1981, the center of gravity shifted. Rohan moved to Miami to live with his grandmother, Cedella Booker, a decision that quietly reshaped his future. Miami was not Kingston. It was structured, competitive, and deeply American. Rohan attended Miami Palmetto Senior High School, where discipline mattered more than legacy. By the time he graduated in 1991, it was clear he wasn't chasing music or public attention. Instead, he chose a path that surprised many: football. At the University of Miami, Rohan studied business while playing as a defensive lineman for one of the most demanding college football programs in the country. In 1993, he led the team's defense with 95 tackles. For American audiences, that stat matters. It signals work ethic, toughness, and respect earned the hard way. Professional football followed. In 1995, Rohan played for the Ottawa Rough Riders in the Canadian Football League. The experience was short-lived, but formative. Football taught him structure, accountability, and how quickly careers can end. More importantly, it clarified something: sports, like music, could be temporary. Ownership and systems were not. That realization planted the seed for his business career. In 2009, Rohan co-founded Marley Coffee, an organic and sustainable coffee company rooted in Jamaica's Blue Mountains. It wasn't a vanity brand. It was agriculture, supply chains, and long-term thinking. In 2011, the company went public as Jam and Java. The blends carried names inspired by Bob Marley's songs: Get Up, Stand Up, Buffalo Soldier. But the operation itself was built on fair trade certification, ethical farming, and environmental responsibility. The legacy was present, but the execution was entirely Rohan's. Between 2018 and 2019, Rohan appeared in the Canadian documentary series A Taste of Marley, exploring Jamaican cuisine and culture. It wasn't celebrity television, it was storytelling, measured, reflective, and grounded. By this point, the pattern was clear. Rohan Marley didn't reject his heritage. He organized it, and that approach, disciplined, diversified, and deliberately quiet, would soon define not just his work, but the financial structure behind it. Income and net worth. Measured against celebrity flash, Rohan Marley's wealth is intentionally understated. His estimated net worth of around $20 million reflects a long-game approach, built on ownership, sustainability, and disciplined brand building rather than short-term hype. While the Marley name opened doors, Rohan's income has been shaped by how he chose to walk through them. The cornerstone is Marley Coffee, co-founded in 2009. Rooted in organic, fair trade principles, the brand sources beans from Ethiopia and from Rohan's own 52-acre farm in Jamaica's Blue Mountains, aligning commerce with environmental responsibility. In 2011, the company went public as Jam and Java Corp. OTC, Jam, reporting annual revenues in the millions over time. For Rohan, this business delivers value through royalties, equity, and operating profits, and remains his primary income engine. Diversification followed a consistent theme: lifestyle with conscience. Through Tough Gong Clothing, he helped extend the family label into fashion. With House of Marley, launched in 2011, he promoted eco-friendly audio products, headphones, speakers, and turntables, designed with sustainable materials and global reach. In hospitality, Rohan Marley Beach House in Puerto Morelos, Mexico, blends food, music, and culture into a premium beach club experience. And in Michigan, Lion Order positions cannabis within a natural lifestyle framework, emphasizing health and responsible use. Together, these ventures form a compact but coherent ecosystem across coffee, fashion, audio, hospitality, and cannabis. There is also the reality of legacy. As the son of Bob Marley, Rohan benefits from the Marley estate, shared among Rita Marley and Bob's children, which continues to generate income through music royalties, licensing, and global merchandising. The broader Marley brand has produced tens of millions annually in peak years. For Rohan, this income complements, not replaces, his independent businesses. Rohan Marley's strategy favors assets that compound over time, align with values, and support communities at the source. And when money is built this way, giving back isn't a side project, it's a responsibility. Philanthropy. For Rohan Marley, philanthropy isn't a separate chapter of life, it's built into how he does business. The goal is impact that lasts, not charity that makes noise. At the center of that work is OneLove.org, the Marley family's nonprofit initiative dedicated to empowering young people, protecting the planet, and promoting global peace. Rohan plays an active role in helping guide the organization, ensuring its mission stays connected to real outcomes. One of the most visible examples came in 2011, when OneLove.org made a $100,000 donation to charity, Water, helping fund clean water projects in Ethiopia. That connection is intentional. Through Marley Coffee, Rohan has tied commerce directly to giving back. A portion of the brand's success supports programs like Kicks for Cause, a youth soccer initiative designed to inspire and uplift underprivileged children through sport. Beyond programs, the company's commitment to fair trade and sustainable agriculture ensures that farmers in Jamaica and Ethiopia benefit not just from sales, but from long-term economic stability and environmental care. Rohan's philanthropy also extends through broader Marley family efforts, including initiatives associated with the Bob and Rita Marley Foundation. These projects span disaster relief, education, healthcare, youth sports, and community rebuilding, particularly in Jamaica. He has participated in fundraising and cultural events aimed at hurricane recovery and emergency support, including a notable 2025 charity event focused on relief efforts in Jamaica. And behind that mission-driven public work is a private world, where family, responsibility, and personal values take center stage. Personal life. Long before he became known as an entrepreneur, Rohan was already a father. On March 18, 1993, while still a sophomore at the University of Miami, he married his girlfriend, Geraldine Colley. Together they had 2 children, a daughter, Eden, born in 1994, and a son, Nico, born in 1995. Nico would later follow a sports path of his own, playing college football at Tulane and signing with the Washington Redskins in 2017. By 1996, Rohan's personal life entered a much more public chapter when he met musician Lauryn Hill. Their relationship produced 5 children: Zion David, Salah, Joshua Omaru, known professionally as YG Marley, John Nesta, and Sarah, each growing up under the long shadow of 2 globally recognized last names. Although Hill sometimes referred to Rohan as her husband, the two were never legally married, and they lived separately for much of their relationship before parting ways in 2009. One of the defining moments of Rohan's private life came in 2013, when Lauryn Hill served a 3-month prison sentence for tax evasion. During that time, Rohan temporarily took full responsibility for raising their 5 children. It was a quiet but telling episode, one that underscored how seriously he takes fatherhood, regardless of circumstances or headlines. The complexities didn't end there. In 2003, Rolling Stone reported that Rohan had never divorced Geraldine Colley. Years later, in 2011, he publicly presented a Haitian divorce decree showing the marriage had ended in 1996, closing a chapter that had lingered in public speculation. In early 2013, he was briefly engaged to Brazilian supermodel Isabelle Fontana, though the engagement ended the same year. Rohan married Brazilian model Bárbara Fiallo on March 23, 2019, in Montes Claros, Brazil. Their daughter, Maria, was born 5 months later. The marriage, however, was short-lived, ending in divorce the following year. Rohan Marley's personal life reflects a pattern not of celebrity excess, but of responsibility amid complexity. He has raised children across continents, navigated public scrutiny, and repeatedly chosen involvement over distance. Fame may have followed him from birth, but family has always demanded his presence. And it's that need for stability, privacy, and control, especially as a father, that helps explain the place he ultimately chose to anchor his life. Miami Estate. And tucked inside the quiet, Tree-lined streets of North Pinecrest, his estate reflects that mindset perfectly. This isn't a celebrity mansion designed to impress strangers. Designed by architect Richard Stoker, the estate sits on nearly 38,800 square feet of land, offering privacy that feels intentional, not isolating. From the moment you approach the property, everything signals control. Inside, the home unfolds with quiet confidence. A grand foyer opens into formal living and dining rooms, spaces meant for hosting. Not showing off, the flow is deliberate, guiding you deeper into an entertainer's layout that balances openness with purpose. The chef's kitchen anchors the house, supported by a pantry, laundry room, and elevator that ties both levels together. Nearby, a bar and wine cellar signal hospitality without excess. What stands out most is how the house anticipates real life. There's a playroom with a minibar, a fully equipped gym, and generous dining and TV rooms designed for everyday use. This is a home where people actually live, work days, school days, late dinners, early mornings. Upstairs, the master suite feels less like a bedroom and more like a private residence within the home. It includes its own living area, office, patio, walk-in closet, and a spa-like bathroom setup with separate his and hers bathrooms, double showers, and a jacuzzi. Privacy here isn't luxury, it's necessity. Outside, the estate opens into a resort-style environment that still feels grounded. A large patio connects seamlessly to an outdoor kitchen, oven, pizza oven, and refrigerator, designed for long gatherings rather than short parties. The dining area overlooks a pool and spa, creating a calm visual rhythm between architecture and nature. And while Miami represents discipline and order, there's another property that captures Rohan Marley's lighter side, one shaped by ocean air, music, and barefoot living. That brings us next to his property in Mexico. Property in Puerto Morelos, Mexico. Set along the white sand shoreline of Puerto Morelos in Mexico's Riviera Maya, this beach club is a deliberate contrast, lighter, slower, and driven by feeling rather than function. Located inside the Fives oceanfront Puerto Morelos, just 15 minutes from Cancun International Airport, Rohan Marley Beach House blends accessibility with escape. Puerto Morelos itself is a quiet fishing village, far removed from Cancun's party reputation. For American audiences, it's closer to Tulum before the hype than South Beach, relaxed, authentic, and intentionally understated. The concept is pure Marley. Music is constant but never overwhelming. Reggae, soul, and global rhythms float through the space, shaping the mood without demanding attention. Guests arrive barefoot, linger longer than planned, and leave with sand still clinging to their feet. The design favors open sightlines, ocean breezes, and natural materials, nothing blocks the horizon. Food and drink play a central role. The menu focuses on fresh, flavorful dishes that match the setting, paired with carefully crafted local and international cocktails. It's not about fine dining theatrics, it's about shared tables, long conversations, and the kind of meals that stretch into sunset. The experience is sensory by design, sea air, music, taste, and light working together. As the third property within the Fives Hotels and Residences portfolio, Rohan Marley Beach House also reflects Rohan's business discipline. This isn't a one-off passion project. It's hospitality built on repeatability and brand coherence, where lifestyle and commerce meet without diluting either. Together with his Miami estate, the Mexico property completes the picture, one home built for order, one space designed for flow. Different environments, same philosophy, control where it matters, freedom where it heals. Thank you for watching and continuing this journey with us. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us keep telling stories that go deeper than fame. See you in the next video.